Last time on PeakD&D, we actually fought the Minotaur skeleton as well as the army of skeletons behind him. We were very fortuitous in beating them, but it was a very tough fight. Julius turned into a big orange-green bear for some reason. Not sure what that's about. And then Inara started hearing some weird whispers in the mausoleum that they all came out of. And Oren started hearing them too. And then we kind of walked down and kind of saw a depiction of like elven history, and this mausoleum is kind of more an elven historical kind of thing that we don't know anything about. And Inara was too predetermined to it, but then we got to the base and this revolving stone door was coming through, and it looks like we are at the beginning of a labyrinth.
Okay, last time on PeakD&D, the overhead view was of us in a maze, and you could kind of see what we were hunting just a few steps away, but those steps kept changing because it actually wasn't a maze, it was a labyrinth, which we can get into that later, but doesn't matter. And so there was this moving maze, labyrinth, and there were skeletons in a gelatinous cube, and there was a magic door, and we had to find 5 gems, and we did it. And it was awesome. And then Inara, who's not a goddess that we are with, we found this like behind the magic door, and she dropped to her knees and just started saying, "Oh my God, it's her, it's her, it's her."
Welcome back to PeakD&D. Last episode, we got through the labyrinth, and the magic door opened to some sort of temple with a sarcophagus in front of us. Inara whispered, "It's her, it's her. I can't believe it's her." It turns out her was the original Inara. Her name is Audrey Windwalker, and she was part of the OG Vortorum, and her sarcophagus started pulsing, beckoning us all to come up and speak or touch her sarcophagus. When we did, each one of us was immediately brought into different visions. Ravi was fencing with his father and had to choose between arcana or religion, I believe. Orem was back in the city guard, looking unkempt and being taken down a peg by Captain Janaway before being sent out on guard duty with some jerk named Chakotay, who I had to make a choice between stealing that letter again or handing it off to somebody who had no point in guarding this city. Yeah. And Julius was back in his little grove by the water with his brother, having a good conversation about dreams, and had to make a choice between accepting his given religion or seeking greater knowledge on whether or not the religion is true or not. And it was all a discussion of faith. And we don't know what our Oracle Inara had to go through, but she went through something. And when we all came back to, after touching the sarcophagus, this ghostly embodiment of the first Oracle herself, Inara, made herself known and said that we were all allowed to ask her one question.
Here's what you missed. Last time at the peak, we were at the foot of the sarcophagus of the original Oracle of Inara, the very first one, Audrey Windwalker. And each of our players got a chance to ask a question of the Oracle. We don't know what the current Oracle Inara asked, but was enlightened a bit. Oren asked about his family and his family apothecary. They might be okay as long as Oren's still alive. That's probably fine. Julius asked about what happened to the old gods and found out that they never actually left Inara in a very vague, oracle-y way, but they haven't been able to come back or influence the world. We don't really know. And Ravi asked about his fate, and if he is destined to do the thing that his dad wants him to do, and you can choose your own fate, apparently. Then they left the temple. They found a little shard that might be part of a god, and then they left and then were attacked by orcs. I don't know.